season finale for season 1. And I am joined by Mr. Aidan Gray. How are you doing, Aidan?
Okay, how are you?
Yeah, not bad. You looking forward for your first time commentating a race?
Yes, I am.
Especially with it being the season 1 finale here at Shanghai. We are just waiting for the last couple of drivers to come into the lobby. We have got Quick Killer, who is the Tier 2 champion, joining us. As well. 18, I think it is. No, I know Clay's at a stag, so Clay, I hope you're having a good one, lad. And yeah. Now, Aidan, what are your predictions for this finale here at China?
All the technical ones, very hard to get back. And that team in this year, I think that was a good thing for our podium to top car as well.
Yeah. We've got a couple of comments coming in. We've got one from Adnan Momin, who I believe is Quick Killer. We've got a couple of predictions with Wild Dog on pole with a wet race. What do you think about that?
A wet race might be
China is a very hard track in the wet. One of those two. We've got the Hound back racing for the finale after going to Silverstone. We should have a nice race. But first we have qualifying to get on with. Hello Alan, also known as Ace. But yeah, with your first time being commentating for the finale, how are you feeling?
I feel okay.
There is 17. Yeah, it is always hard for your first time commentating. Who am I gonna... My prediction for pole. Well, it could be anyone's pole position, really. Yeah, Ace, I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Yeah, time for Q1 to get on the way. But yeah, you're looking forward to season 2. Yeah. Yep, we've got a couple more comments coming in. Scott Thompson, Scotty for the win. Scotty, we'll see how you go for today, and possibly I'll make a prediction for Friday then. Friday for Sunday. Let's get track map up and lap data as we just wait for the drivers to put their setups on with soft tyres for Q1. Noodles has a quali ban, and so do a couple of other drivers. As we've got a couple of drivers now coming out onto track. And who is first out? It is Wild Dog out first for Q1, followed by Big Boy in the Renault. I'll just stay on Wild Dog and have a look at his outlap. We've got a couple of our tier 3 boys racing with us as well. Yeah. Yeah, shall be interesting. So we just wait for everyone to get their first outlap out and the way. Wild Dog just going down the straight in sector 3. And back to Wild Dog I go to see his first lap. And first lap is on the way from Kobe. Yeah, Noodles has a quali ban. Kobe just coming to turn 6. Yeah. But yeah, China is a very tricky track to get your head round. Yeah. Second sector for Wild Dog as he goes round turn 13. And this is where your top speed's really gonna affect your race. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you've got your setups for all the corners and not the straight, you're obviously gonna lose out a bit of time going down the straight. Wild Dog coming to turn 16 now as he's setting a 131 flat with Big Boy setting a 30.5 for first laps. Let's see how Scotty's doing. My teammate from tier 3. He's done a 51.6 in sector 2. As he's going around turn 13. . Schnitzy's put a 131.5 in with Biggle with a 132.2. Scotty's just coming up to turn 16 now to complete his first lap. He puts in a 131.4, which puts him into third place. So has Ace behind him. No, that's behind Kieran. I'll go with Hound because he's looking strong going through sector 2. As he's coming up to turn 10 and he's gone off, but his lap has not been invalidated. He's done a 53 flat in sector 2. But him going off is going to affect him. Bachman puts a 134 flat in. Hand coming through turn 16. And he puts in a 134 flat. Yeah. Hams and Bachman Do's times are really, really close. Oh, could he be going for top 3? I'm going to stick with Ace as he's going demonstrating sector 3. And at turn 15. Ace is looking quite strong. And he puts a 131.5 in, which puts him into 4th and splits the 2 Mercedes. So I'm going to go to Gainful Odds, who was invalidated. So we'll go to Ham's teammate for this race, F1 Immortal, as he goes into turn 1. F1 Immortal now. Purple's the first sector. 131.5 for Dan. But yeah, F1 Immortal's just purple the first sector. Yeah. As he's going into turn 9. .52.4 in the middle sector. He's purpled the second sector as well. Top speed of F1 Immortal. As he went wide into turn 15. But is that going to affect his lap? It is. F1 Immortal puts in a 133.6 after purple first sector and second. JK Lowry with a 131.6. Let's go with Sniper's Grace, who has just hit the DRS zone. Coming up to turn 15 now. What can Sniper's Grace do? He does a 131.8, which puts him into 8th position. I'm going to follow J.K. Lowry, who I believe is on a fast lap. Game for 133.8. He's currently in 11th position. So one driver is going to be knocked out of Q1 with 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go. But obviously with Noodles having a quali ban, only one driver will be knocked out. And I'm on with Quick Killer, who is just coming up to the DRS in third sector. Quick Killer preparing himself now, going at turn 15. What will he be able to put out? The tier 2 champion. Very clean going into the first turn from Quick Killer. Ace is out. Quick Killer now going through the S's in sector 2. And he invalidates his first lap with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go. And he validates it. 130.3. That would have put him into first position. Shows what can happen. Sniper puts in a 131.4 and goes quicker. And he puts himself into fourth, and he purpled the last sector. Please Me is going for his first lap. So Please Teabag Me, Quick Killer and Kieran are the only 3 drivers to not set a time yet, with 4.5 minutes left. And he is currently with a 134 flat in 13th. Please Teabag Me with a 52.7 in the second sector. I think Please Teabag Me's giving Quick Killer a tow down the straight in the first sector. She's going quite slow. I believe there was a bit of tactics between Quick Killer and Please Teabag Me there. As Quick Killer puts in a 1:31 flat, which puts him third. With 3 minutes remaining. Yep, Kieran's coming out. And I'm on with F1 Immortal. Who I don't think is on a timed lap. Hound is still in the pits in 14th. Strategy from Please Teabag Me and Quick Killer. Not a bad idea. Bachman Dude's just coming up to turn 16. And he doesn't go quicker. But will he have enough time to set a lap? Please me with a little. He's going for his final lap for Q1. Ham's only now coming to the end of the second sector with a minute remaining, and he has got an Alpha Tauri ahead of him of gainful odds. Ham's trying to keep up with Gainful as Gainful locks up into turn 15. As Gainful doesn't move either, he stays in 13th. I'm on with Hand, who is going through the first few corners of... first few tricky corners, should I say. Hound puts in a 24.7, 3/10 quicker than his last lap. And Ham's put in a 52.6, 4/10 quicker. Ham's just behind Gainful odds still. Has he got the toe from Gainful? So they come through turn 16. Hound puts in a 1:32.8. He's a 10th quicker than Bach. He's a 10th slower than Bachman do. Ham's just coming into Q2. Noodles. 3/10 slower. But yeah, so Please Me and Noodles knocked out. Hound just coming in by the skin of his teeth. And I'll be back in 2 seconds. Back.
I just
A couple drivers on softs.
Interesting. Most on medium.
Yeah.
But I can't get that.
We've got Barkman Do on softs, Wild Dog on softs, and F1 Immortal. And it is Ace coming through turn 16 to start his first lap. We've got a yellow flag in sector 3, which is just a slow driver making some room.
Okay, so see, Wild Dog.
And Ace has spun it, going into turn 4. And he's lost some of his front wing. So therefore I will go to Wild Dog, who purples the first sector.
Yeah, I think it was a 24. A lot of people coming off the track at turn 3 and 4. Not sync. Like this. 51-2 for Wild Dog.
Yeah.
Purple.
I'll go on with the Hound, who is just coming into turn 13.
You see Wild Dog at the turn 16. It's in a 139 for the first time this session.
Hound just going through turn 15.
Oh,
And Hamd 3.4 seconds off.
so you see, Big Boy putting a 132.1 and Snoop's in a 132.5.
Hamd on that medium tyre might have to go on to the softs as Dan's going through the first couple of corners. Going into turn 4.
On his first one in the session.
And Purple's
Purple.
quicker than Wild Dog on that soft tyre. Talking of Wild Dog, Dan's just passed him. The timing sheet slowly filling up.
See, Purple sector 2. From the front down there.
Will he have the top speed to put this into the top? Put it at the top.
There's a bit of traffic ahead. Okay, 160.
And that is the Hound, who almost got in the way.
Last time, and it puts him on 132.3. Okay, that's fast enough.
So we've got Wild Dog going very slow. So could there be a bit of tactics going on here?
Yeah, see Kieran just about hit that straight. As you seen there with Dan, that straight can affect your time a lot. As he had purple first two sectors, and then came down to the straight, and our sector wasn't the best thing.
What is Wild Dog doing? He's just settling behind Sniper Grace.
Coming to the pit.
So I go on with Kieran for his first lap.
On board Scotty and he's out lap.
So far it is Wild Dog at the top, with Big Boy behind him, followed by Sniper Grace with Dan behind him.
Yeah, Sky just on the DRS straight. Turn 15.
F1 Immortal is behind Dan and Bachman Do with a 133.2. So he's 5/10 off F1 Immortal.
Sky just starting back now on the mediums. See what he can do.
See what F1 Immortal can do going into his first lap, I believe. And he has Scotty behind him.
Yeah, he's doing his lap and 3 lap hold soft. It's very interesting.
It is very interesting. Could it be saving a set of softs for the race? As F1 Immortal now just going into sector 3.
Oh, and Scotty and Vardic, he just goes off.
I think he was trying to follow F1 Immortal.
Yeah.
To try and get that. Just trying to get that toe.
Yeah. Scotty just went down. Just going on board a quick car. Turn 15, but starting first lap.
F1 Immortal now coming into turn 16, going into the pits. Gainful Odds now coming into sector 3 with a 53.6. Then goes around turn 13 and he invalidates his first lap. Ace coming through turn 13. And struggling a little bit with his car.
Car was a 24.4, which was a purple sector 1.
What will he be able to do? On a virtually empty track. Ace just missing the apex there. And going a little bit wide into turn 15. And invalidates it on his last corner. 31.6, that would have put him into second.
Yeah, he cut car on a 52 flat, which is a purple sector 2. Just at the DRS doing, let's see what he can do.
Yeah, I'm on board with Quick Killer at the moment as he goes into turn 15.
A very tricky one.
Puts in a 132.2.
Puts him 5th ahead of Ryan left on me. See here, I'm going on board with Scotty who runs outlap.
I'm gonna go on with Schnitzy in the Mercedes.
Kieran just starting his first lap.
We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining as Schnitzy puts in a 151 flat and purples the second sector. And he is on a red ring soft tyre. Let's see if his top speed can help him get up to the top.
The Wild Dog on a soft cell 139, and Kieran goes off the track but doesn't invalidate.
As Schnitzy puts in a 130.8, which puts him ahead of Wild Dog with just under 3 minutes remaining.
Scotty is just about coming up to turn 16, about to start his first lap on the mediums.
I think this will be his last lap as well, unless he has got plenty of fuel. And there is Biggle, who has gone wide. What's happened to Biggle? Just coming up to sector 3.
Yep. Scotty just come up to then sector 2.
What was going on with Biggle? He just basically completely stopped.
That's a purple sector 2 for 51.2. Yeah.
And here comes Scotty flying past Biggle.
Yeah,
as Biggle's trying to get some heat into his tyres.
Scotty coming up for turn 15. See he can put his on CD.
Goes through turn 16. Puts in a 31.8.
Puts his series 4th behind Kane Lally.
And Biggle now going for his second lap. as Kane Lowry retires his car.
Yeah. Game squad. Runs first lap. But no only that. 40 seconds remaining and Ace runs out lap. Will I have enough time to get to that stop line?
Where is Ace coming from?
Turn 15 right now.
He might be able to have enough time. He is cutting it quite close.
Right, game forward with purple sector 2.
I'm on with Biggle at the moment. Yeah, Ace is fine with 9 seconds remaining. As Biggle's coming up to turn 15. Not turn 13, sorry. And purple's the middle sector.
Game forward. So yeah, he's knocked out.
Biggle timing the DRS to perfection as he comes up to turn 15.
And game forward doesn't improve. He's 11.
Biggle now coming up to turn 16. And puts in a 1:31.3.
Four. Ace.
Who will be
51.3.
And he'll be our last driver to cross the line.
Coming down to 13. And the DRS now.
Scotty better get out the way of Ace as he's coming very close to turn 16 now, and he invalidates it. So he's going very slow and he is finished. So therefore F1 Immortal, Gainful Odds, CDR Hound, CDR Kira and then Ace being knocked out of Q2.
Yeah. That was unlucky for Ace, I think.
It was very unlucky.
No, can't find now.
I think we're just waiting for Scotty to be brought into his pit to finish off Q2. And that is Q2 finished. Yeah. Ace just putting on to the comments. Fancy being there on the last corner. I believe he is referring to Scotty, who was there at the wrong time. As we head into Q3. And we're into Q3. Who will be able to get it onto pole?
Alan Leeson, which I think is eighth. Tries to be there on the last corner. I think he might be talking about Scott maybe.
Yeah, I believe he was.
Yeah, could be on the way and who's it first?
I believe it is
King Lowry. 6 drivers out of the 10 starting well, Q3.
We got everyone but Dan and Scotty so far out.
Nice. Scotty, I think, is coming out right now.
And everyone's got soft tyres on, with Kane Lowry ahead of everyone else. Kane Lowry now coming up turn 13.
But by behind them, I think it's like going wide.
So everyone is out on track now.
Final session qualifying. Let's see what it brings us. Kane Lowry
Just starting his lap. So out of these 10 drivers, who do you think will be able to put it on pole?
I'm not too sure. I mean, quite a lot of good drivers there, but from what we've seen from Sunday last week, Scotty does like to leave it a bit to the late side. But, yeah.
So Dan and Scotty, the last 2 drivers to set out, as Kane Lowry puts in a 51.7 and locks up going into turn 13. Kane Lowry now coming up to turn 15.
I believe that's big boy behind him.
That is Big Boy in the Renault behind him. So Kane Lowry puts in a 131.4 to kick off at Q3.
And a 134 for Big Boy. There we go. A 137.
For Wild Dog. And Quick Killer with a 30.9.
Interesting. See that. Nice back coming in turn 16.
Scotty just coming up to the sector 3 timing board. And Scotty purples the middle sector with a 50.9.
Maybe I put these Alpha Carry 4. A 131 flat. Dan coming in turn 15.
Scotty barely running on any fuel.
It's a 135, but she's second.
Scotty puts in a 30.6. And that is the first laps done for the season 1 finale here at Shanghai.
You see Big Boy and it looks like a Wild Dog into the pits. There we go.
So far our provisional pole leader is Big Boy with a 130.4. Scotty is on low fuel mode. As everyone's now coming into the pits. Schnitzy going for another lap and puts in a 22.4 for the first sector.
Yeah, Schnitzy going for another lap. For sector 2.
He is a second slower than his first lap.
Going into the pit series. He's on low fuel.
Yeah, Scotty's on low fuel. Schnitzy is. Yeah, has he put fresh tyres on?
On now.
He has not.
Schnitzy going one.
Schnitzy going into the pits. I can remember. Go on, Aidan.
So a wild dog sneak out on the track.
I can remember going. I can remember a couple of years ago where Lewis Hamilton was here at China and he missed his braking point going into the pits and he ended up in the gravel.
I think I remember that too, yeah. It was an interesting moment. So
and that is Biggle coming up the pits.
Dan as well.
So I'm going to go on with Wild Dog as he starts his second lap. No, he's going into the pits.
Invalidated there, so going back for that. Super told. Yeah, Scotty on out as well.
I gotta go on with Sniper, who is just coming up to turn 16. As Sniper comes up to the timing line, he puts in a 23.8 into the first sector.
Dan about to start his second lap and fresh softs.
Sniper a bit slidey there, going into turn 11. So he's definitely lost a bit of time there. Yeah, he's 2.1 seconds slower than his first lap.
See how Dan at 29 for sector.
Sniper just preparing himself for another lap, I believe, as he hits the apex of turn 15 beautifully.
Dan goes wide. Turn 10, I believe.
Sniper going on for another lap on one lap old softs. Into turn 4 goes Sniper, and he puts in a 24 flat. He is a tenth slower in that first sector.
Very close down sector 2 from the last time, Scotty. And we'll be arrested it now.
much cleaner there from Sniper as he's going into turn 12 and he purples the middle sector.
Yep, turn 16.
Scotty has got provisional pole and Sniper is out. Sniper has beached his Alpha Tauri, coming out of turn 13 and into the DRS.
Big crash there from him.
Very big crash there.
So see there, Sky going pole again.
So it is provisional pole with 25 seconds for Scotty.
Yeah.
Big boy with a 30.1 who knocks Scotty off that provisional pole.
A bit enough time to improve Sky. But I see a quicker from in Barcelona. A 138. See him stay the same.
Don't forget we've got Wild Dog also quite quick round here. But it's unlucky for Sniper. Wild Dog's just purple in the first sector.
To sector 2.
Quick Killer just misjudging where Scotty was going and gets DRS off, gets a little bit of a toe from Bachman Do as well.
Yeah, Scotty hitting the ball 50 metre.
And Wild Dog improves by 2/10, which puts him third.
Came away. He's in a 137, which puts him fifth.
I believe that is Q3 over and done with. It is, and that means Big Boy has pole position for the season 1 finale. And that is everyone finished. As we just wait for Bachman Do and Scotty to be pitted.
And there we go.
Ace just putting in comments, why is he on the racing line again, costing Wild Dog time? I believe that Wild Dog was just misjudging where Scotty was going. So I believe Scotty was moving over to the right for Wild Dog to go on the left side.
Oh, let's get this Shanghai Grand Prix underway. And what strategy do you think Big Boy would be going for?
Big Boy, I believe, would be going for a soft to hard as we wait to see if anyone readies up before, I believe it is Dan for tier 2.
Big Boy, I won't stop. Further down the grid, good. Maybe 2 stop.
If you're on the mediums, it's a definite 1 stop, but if you're on softs, it could be a 1 stop, maybe a 2 stop, depending on how long you can make.
This is last, but I'm pretty sure Top 10 are on softs.
Yes, everyone on top in the top 10 are soft.
It's gonna be interesting.
So we just wait for everyone to ready up. No one's readied up so far. F1 Immortal, they readying up before the host.
Here from Inc. He stayed on the racing line, he should be on the right. From Ace there. There we go.
So now everyone getting ready for the formation lap for the last race for season 1 here at CDR. That's everyone's warming up their tyres. So yeah, it is a soft to hard, or a soft medium medium, and then it will be a medium to hard for people who are on the medium tyre.
CDR Ace on the hards.
Ace is on the hards. Yeah, because Ace didn't set a lap, did he? Ace got knocked out of Q1, I believe it was. No, it was Q2.
Yeah,
Ace got knocked out. So we just wait for everyone to complete the formation lap. With B1 6boy85 to kick us all off for the season finale. But we should have a nice race here at the Shanghai Audi International Circuit. As everyone's now lining up on the grid ready. As we just wait for the last two drivers. But yeah, it is a medium to hard strategy, or a soft to hard, or a soft medium medium.
Yeah.
As everyone is lined up into place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And the season finale is on the way.
Yeah,
With Big Boy having a very good... Scotty is going round the inside of Big Boy. And they come together for a moment there. But who will be able to come out on top? Scotty does get the better traction, and he has overtaken him down the inside there. Wild Dog seeing if he can have a go as well, but just runs a little bit wide.
Good. You see Dan and Callaghan, these two, and Callaghan just coming ahead.
as everyone now comes into Sector 3. Everyone keeping it clean through the first sector.
Yeah, very. First thing sector here. Okay.
Schnitzy has dropped back, and there is someone off. It is gainful odds.
Yeah, he's going off, and
that is gainful odds, falling right behind everyone.
yeah. So I'm dropping 10 seconds here. And I see someone going into the pit.
That is Kieran going into the pits. So he has front wing damage. And Kieran going on to mediums and getting that front wing changed. As the leaderboard is being wrapped up a bit. Currently says that Hound is in the lead. So I just wait for that to get sorted. Scotty's still in the lead. Apparently Kieran's first.
Yeah. Yeah, clean race so far.
Very clean race so far. There we go, everything's back to normal.
I just see please use Snitsy come together. And a few things time for
and Please Me's right hand side end plate has come off. And has Kane Lowry got damage as well? No, he has not. B1 Big Boy has overtaken Scotty.
That could be a very interesting battle up there.
And Wild Dog's not far behind them either.
Yeah.
But there is a gap forming up between Biggle and Wild Dog.
Yeah. Someone else in the pit.
That is Please Me. Could be quite close for him and Kieran. Yeah, Kieran's got him.
CDR.
As everyone's got, some of our drivers have got custom helmets for the season 1 finale. And see on Big Boy, he has got green, gold, white on his helmet, on his lid. As Biggle and Dan has now got penalties. 3 seconds.
You see your sniper connecting down the outside of Dan. 10-15.
But now Dan's sniper's gonna go up the outside of Dan. Biggle's going into the pits. Scotty getting really close to Big Boy now.
Yeah, getting full. Managed to pick up 2 possessions. Obviously, Kieran and Putin 15.
I'm on with Scotty at the moment, who has Wild Dog coming behind him.
It's going to be very close here. Big on Kieran. Is it pit ahead?
Yeah, Biggle's got Kieran. So we got a battle with Schnitzy, Ace and Hound.
Yeah, all very close.
Hound just going wide. Dan has overtaken Sniper, going at turn 13.
Snitsy down the outside and gets overtaken by Ace. Oh,
No.
and then Snitsy gets close on that. Oh, you see that? Ace hitting the barrier.
Schnitz going round the outside of Hound. Hound and Schnitzy still battling.
Yeah.
Hound has barely got any ERS left. Neither has Schnitzy. And Schnitzy goes down the inside, which then gives Hound the outside. Hound and Schnitzy still really going at it.
Mortal and Kane Lowry behind them.
And Schnitzy and Hound are still going after one each other, as I just dropped my controller there for a moment.
Yeah, big boy just opened the gap up to Scotty.
Yeah, with Wild Dog behind him, 7/10.
Yeah.
Let's go on board with Wild Dog actually, who has no ERS left.
Of course he's gonna get DRS.
He will get DRS off Scotty. Gainful odds losing places there.
Scotty gets DRS as well.
And the pit window for the medium from the soft medium has now just opened. As Schnitzy is getting on the back of Hound once again, trying to put pressure on him. Schnitzy's now got a penalty and trying to avoid Hound. Schnitzy goes down the inside of Hound on turn 7, I believe that is, and misses his braking point.
Very interesting battle between these two so far.
It really is, Aidan. It really is.
So, yeah. Big boy opened that gap as we need to 2.4 seconds.
Ace is on the back of Kane Lowry going into turn 12. As Ace is on that hard tyre, trying to make them go the distance of the race and stopping quite far in. So we are a quarter of a way through. Wild Dog has gone into the pits. And Ace has got Kane Lowry and almost goes into the back of Bachmann-Du and almost spins it at turn 15. As Bachmann-Du goes into the pits as well and picks up a penalty.
Yeah.
Wild Dog has come out in front of Kane Lowry.
Yeah. That one's a next to the pits. Yeah.
Ace trying to get past Kane Lowry on the outside of turn 7. And he makes the move.
See that? On board with Dan. He's got noodles ahead, behind him. Sniper ahead of him.
I'm on board with Biggle, who is 9/10 behind Kieran. And Kieran is less than a second behind Gainful Odds as well. So we've got a nice little three-way battle here for 12th.
Multiple field battles. First fourth, made by Dan's teammate Noodles.
Then there's the battle of Hound, F1 Immortal and Wild Dog.
And then going forward, Kieran and Bezel.
And then at the back we've got Barkman Do and Please Me.
Kieran Lowry going to hit stop.
Kieran is right on the back of Gainful Odds, trying to go around the outside of turn 1 to get that inside. As Gainful locks up on his front left tyre.
So getting a penalty there.
As Kieran gets the better traction out of turn 7. They almost come together. They have come together. Kieran's off.
Has he got damage now? I think a bit of his front wing has broken off.
Yeah, the front left end plate. The left end plate has come off his front wing.
See that. They're going game forwards.
Kane Lowry has dropped back a couple places and is on that hard tyre, as well as Barkman Do and Please Me still on the mediums.
They'll go overtaking game forwards down into turn 15. And he goes wide. He's going to kill it. Very close there between them both.
Wild Dog, Hound and Immortal are having a three-way scrap.
Yep.
As Hound has got the special CDR helmet on his head.
On board with Bezel here. Over.
Kieran's back into the pits to get that front wing changed. Will he put on the hard tyres?
Yes, he has.
So he is going the distance. Everyone now on either mediums or hards. As F1 Immortal and Hound are really going after one each other.
Both teammates there, yeah.
As Immortal can't get behind Hound.
Yeah. Dan. Taking sniper there, coming into turn 16. Not really bad.
Immortal has got his DRS wide open. He goes down the inside of turn 15 and just goes wide. And the Hound gets that position back from his teammate. Noodles is yet to pass Sniper. And he sees if he can go down the inside of turn 7, but he's not close enough just yet. So we stay on with this battle for 4th position.
Yeah. And board game forwards is ahead of Begle and 5/10.
As Dan, Adam and Noodles are having a lovely battle, and Noodles has now got DRS. and is much quicker with a top speed there of 210 miles an hour, and he locks up his two front tyres. Did they come together? I don't think they did.
Very close.
It was very close, but Noodle's top speed there, 210 miles an hour to get past Sniper.
Yeah, it's DRS helping there as well, also ERS, but nevertheless, he gets overtake done.
Yeah.
And that, just Dan and Noodles in 4th and 5th. Nice. Well, looking come back.
As Dan has a little slidey moment in turn 7. As Biggle is on the back of Gainful Odds. Going into turn number 4.
Ace just catching up to Hound in F1 and more still.
As we are on lap 11 here at China. Gainful there locking up a little bit, allowing Biggle to get closer to him.
Yeah. Dan. 2016. The pit window for the hard is now open. Right, A started on.
As Gainful weaves around the track to try and get Biggle out of his tow. Little bit of tactics there from Gainful. As Biggle and Gainful do actually come together for a second, but no damage to either car.
And more so a 5-second time to speeding the pit lane. How could that affect us? Yes.
Schnitzy struggling with the hard tyres.
Yeah. Dan.
Biggle and Gainful still going after one each other. And Quick Killer has actually caught up to Scotty. Is that damage on Noodles? No, it's damage on Dan. Dan's end plate.
Oh, and Sniper going, I think, missed his braking point now. In the pit. See her. Quick thought in the pits. Managing to catch up.
As Scotty, Quick Killer, pit, and that is Noodles in the lead. But I believe he still needs to pit.
Yeah. Everybody's on fresh, hard. See, people that are doing a one-stop strategy have no pitted. No, 15 laps left. And this Shanghai Grand Prix. Very close up here, Big Boy and Wild Dog. Yeah, close to that.
Wild Dog and Big Boy. 6/10 split them, and Sniper and Ace are quite close together. half a second between them.
DRS, but have no DRS left. Extra miles per hour. 7 tenths, I think.
We've got 15 laps for the season finale. As Noodles goes into the pits. And that is Big Boy in the lead. Once again. I've just realised Scotty and Wild Dog has overtaken Scotty in the pits.
Yeah.
A Sniper sees if he can get past Ace. Going into turn 1. Ace defending with his life as he gets a little bit of wheel spin out of turn 4.
Well done, Big Boy.
As Sniper tries desperately to get past Ace.
Well done, going to get DRS down the straight. What? 14? Does he have enough? Doesn't have enough DRS.
I can see the gap is getting bigger with those two.
They're both running low on ERS.
Sniper with his ERS and DRS wide open as Ace defends the inside. Nice defending there from Ace with a little bit of a recovery drive, and he goes into the pits.
And
Ace is in the pits. He hits the barrier.
I think he done the same thing that you were talking about if you were selling. Missed his braking point and let's go into the barrier.
Oh.
Does he get damage from it?
No.
No.
And he's on the mediums with everyone ahead of him are either on fresh hards or quite old.
Mediums, which
yeah.
Big on
Gainful.
Big pitted to go on mediums. Gainful on the other hand has on one lap hold medium.
Wild Dog still hasn't got.
And Ace is on the outside of Gainful. Yeah, that all this.
Wild Dog still can't get past Big Boy. I wonder what's going on with them two at the front. And Scotty slowly catching Wild Dog as he goes off for a second there.
You know, it'll bring the gap down. It's now
1.5 seconds.
And closing. Yeah, it's been interesting for the last 12 laps really. Let's see. We're fin the DRS one. And keep it back.
As I'm on board now with Scotty, who can see Wild Dog's gearbox. Has Wild Dog saved up his ERS? He hasn't. He's only got 10% of ERS left.
Yeah.
Whereas Scotty's has got 75.
Nice, I get the answer there.
And Wild Dog's gone off again. So that gap will be even smaller now.
And he's also got a penalty as well. A 3-second penalty.
As Scotty activates his overtake. And has DRS.
And it looks like going down the inside. And manages getting
And he makes the move, I believe. No, Wild Dog's come back at him.
And we get DRS.
As he does get DRS again down the main straight.
And we go inside into turn 1. And get the overtake.
What clean racing there from Scotty and Wild Dog. Wait, Quick Killer's on the back of Wild Dog now. The tier 2 champion. So I'm going to stay on board with Quick Killer to watch Scotty and Wild Dog.
Hold on, I think. Yeah, Noodles just trying to catch up to Quick Car. He came from 12, so a good race from him so far. Came from 17. 12 places made up with.
Yeah, because Noodles had a quali ban, didn't he?
Quali ban.
Now, has Quick Killer got the DRS on Wild Dog? He has not.
See, Wild Dog has got it on Scotty though. Does he have enough?
He does not.
To go down?
And it is very close between Scotty and Wild Dog.
Yeah. Scotty has the advantage of having more ARS than Wild Dog.
I'll go on board with Wild Dog for the moment as Quick Killer tries to get him into that battle. Scotty just 3 seconds off Big Boy, so if he can get Wild Dog off of his back, he could catch up to Big Boy with the 10 laps we have remaining.
Wild Dog just going wide of that same turn, just near the end of sector 3.
Wild Dog not being able to get that corner right for some reason.
Quicker in the DRS zone with Wild Dog. Doesn't use the DRS.
And you can see Please Me the in between Big Boy and Scotty.
Yeah, so that's going to be could be a hold up for Scotty.
If you remember, lapped cars are ghosted.
Yeah.
So he will not hold him up.
You could imagine get into that battle with Stephanie or Stephanie.
So I'm going to go up with Wild Dog for the moment to see if he can manage to get past Scotty on the DRS straight. As Scotty is now past Please Teabag Me. So Scotty has got clean A to try and get to Big Boy. Quick Killer and Wild Dog going after one another now. Quick Killer not using any of his ERS.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah, almost.
Perhaps he could be using it when he's got a better chance.
Yeah, he's got well done. Got ahead of him. As you see, well doesn't know ERS left. Can be a bit of a disadvantage.
As Biggle is on the back of Gainful Odds, so I'll just move away from the battle at the front to see the battle at the back for a moment. There's a gap opening up for Scotty and Big Boy, because it was as 3 seconds, it's now 3.5, almost 4 seconds at places.
See here. Wild Dog not getting DRS, but can Quick Killer look to go down it? No.
As Gainful now defending at turn 7. Biggle has all of his ERS to use, whereas Gainful has half of it.
Here. The battle at the front. Scotty looks like he's managing to bring that gap from Big Boy. Goes down as Quick Killer overtakes Wild Dog.
So if Big Boy gets a 3-second penalty, Scotty could win the race from here. But Scotty has got to try and get that 2.6 second gap down.
Yep, wrote it down. Got 3 footings. Doing this. What? Can it down. Wild Dog's gonna get DRS against Quick Killer.
As I'll go on board with Biggle again, who cannot get past Gainful.
Looks good in that mistake.
As Biggle overtakes Gainful for the moment. As they almost come together.
Very close to our.
Still really close. Sniper's retired. What's happened to Sniper? And there is a virtual safety car.
Yeah, that's.
So that is on the pit straight. By the looks of things, he has spun and he has lost a wheel. As that is now cleared, and we'll get ready to go racing once again.
Yeah. It looks like it's brought the gap down from Scotty and Wild Dog.
Sniper just putting in the Discord there. He was too busy looking out the window to realise where he was going. And please me also retiring in the pits.
That virtual safety car has brought the gap from Big Boy and Scotty. It's extended. Now 4.2 seconds.
The gap opening up.
Go on board with everything going Lowry.
And what do you think of Ace's strategy going from the hards to the mediums with 5 laps remaining?
It's gained him 8 places, so if anything it worked out for him. But he's still got King Liberty on the back of him. I think that strategy is the one that looks the most promising.
I'd say the soft to medium.
Yeah.
No, soft to hard, sorry. The one stop.
1 stop, 2 stop, it's... If you can perfect a 1 stop, then... Yeah, it's a big race.
Noodle's having a very good recovery drive in the season finale. Coming from the back. And we have a safety car. Who's gone off? It is Biggle.
So that...
And Dan's got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car.
This is where it all shakes up. As
Big Boy and Scotty both on the hard, and Wild Dog, but Wild Dog still has that penalty.
Gain forwards, drive-through penalty as well. Speed on the pit lane.
So it is going to be a sprint race for the end by the looks.
Do you think Scotty or behind Big Boy going to softs, which might get track position up? What do you think?
I think it'll be easier to go on the stay on the hards. I think staying on that hard tyre will be better as Big Boy goes into the pits.
And
Scotty follows him in. Everyone at the front going into the pits.
Front 5 going into the pits.
But Wild Dog has that penalty, so therefore he will end up losing position to Quick Killer.
Well,
possibly.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. Quick Killer has lost places to Noodles.
Yeah.
No, he has not actually. Sorry. But it is a sprint race now between the top 5.
Very interesting, yeah.
As Kane Larry stays out. But could the race be finalised under the safety car with 3 laps remaining?
Well be.
Because everyone really far apart.
Needs to catch up.
I mean, between Big Boy and Gainful Odds, there is 2 minutes and 5 seconds.
Yeah. Safety car has been the point. May well finish the race.
And if that does happen, then Wild Dog could lose places all the way up to 6th place for the moment.
Dan still has his drive apparently, same with Snitsy, and game forwards.
The race could be won under the safety car from Big Boy. But now Wild Dog could lose a lot of places thanks to the safety car. A question from Gainful Odds: can a drive-through penalty be served under the safety car? No, it cannot.
No.
So you will have to do it at the end of the safety car.
Whether or not, as we see,
Whether or not it's the last lap.
yeah, him going to the pit.
But yeah, Wild Dog
laps.
with the 3 second penalty.
Could see him like 7th place or 6th, depending on we might just have time at the end of the race after the safety car as game forward catching.
Yeah, Gainful just 5 seconds away from Barkman Do, and we could have the safety car come in this lap with the majority of cars being behind it. Yep, race control, safety car in this lap. Therefore, we have got a 2-lap race. 2 laps to watch Scotty and Big Boy fight it out. As Scotty is trying to get as close to Big Boy as possible and warm up his fresh softs. So therefore it's up to Big Boy
To defend
whether
for 2 laps.
it is up to Big Boy as well when he decides to lead everyone away. And Big Boy is now gone and has caught Scotty off guard
and
when he's gone.
Wild Dog looks to turn it outside of Scotty. Oh, the play for here. Final 2 laps.
Wild Dog has been overtaken by Noodles on the penultimate lap of the last race for season 1.
Dan and Gain Forward have a
The drive-through, as well as Schnitzy also has a time penalty.
Scotty.
Who has his overtake on, as well as Big Boy. I think it all will depend on who's got the higher top speed.
Coming in DRS and can't.
DRS won't be available for this lap.
Well.
As Big Boy is moving around.
No, Scotty's out of the isn't it? He's out. Ace gets another 3-second time penalty, which will see him have 6 seconds.
Scotty out of Big Boy's DRS on the last lap.
And Noodles looking down outside. Scotty.
And I'm on board with Noodles now. With Scotty right at trying to get Big Boy. And Ham overtakes Camilleri.
Getting spin.
Scotty still can't get behind Big Boy, whereas Noodles
both got the same amount of DRS.
Noodles trying to get Scotty for that second place. I believe it'll be down to the last corner between these two.
Big Boy comes down the finish line.
And Big Boy wins.
Shanghai from you. Finale.
And Big Boy wins the finale here for CDR for Season 1. So Wild Dog finishes in 4th. As Quick Killer, as Gameful Odds has pitted as well. Yeah. Schnitzy hasn't. A 20-second time penalty for Gainful.
Wow.
And Dan's going to get a penalty as well for an unsaved penalty.
So
that is it.
Big Boy has won this.
He has won Drive of the Day. Noodles, I'll give that to Noodles.
Yeah.
Coming from right at the very back to getting into 3rd position. So that is 14 places from 17th to 3rd. Yes.
Yep.
What a race then from everyone here at CDR in Tier 2. So we will see the race results here for everyone. So it is Big Boy in the Renault to finish first, with Scotty in the Mercedes missing out by just 2 seconds. Noodles 48 seconds of penalties for Gainful.
26 for Dan. Very clean race overall.
Cheers, Ryan. I believe that is Noodles. And that is the final race. That is the final race over and done with for Season 1 of CDR. This has been CDR Ninja with Aidan Gray. Thank you for watching.